guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming my new makeup releases video. I film this series every week because there's so many new launches. I thought things were slowing down with Christmas being next week, but oh my goodness, it feels like the brands are like, let's give them a little bit more. Let's give them a little bit more makeup. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm here for it. There's some really exciting new releases to talk about. So if you're interested, just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. On my channel, I love to talk about new makeup releases, eyeshadow palettes, anti-hauls every once in a while. We also do a lot of first impressions and swatch parties and things like that. So if that sounds interesting to you, highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. I am posting every day up until Christmas. I can't believe that I've managed to do it. I just kind of gave it to myself as a challenge, and I told myself, like, if you don't post every day, it's okay. Nobody's gonna be upset. I mean, it's not over yet, and I definitely don't have like a ton of stuff pre-filmed, but I'm confident that I should be able to make it to the 24th of December. I hope you guys have been enjoying Harrismas. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I still want to do like my best of 2021 and my worst of 2021. All of the things, so many ideas, so little time. But without further blabbering, let's talk about some new makeup releases. Okay guys, I'm so excited because I have a bunch of new makeup releases with me. Typically, I try to film this video at the start of the week, but stuff got in the way and I didn't get to it. But I do have a few new makeup releases with me. So On My Eyes is a new release. This quad was sent to me from Dede Signature. If you haven't heard of Dede Signature, they're a smaller indie brand, a woman of color owned brand as well. And she has these really cute like fruit themed quads, and she just launched the pumpkin spice one. So I'm actually wearing this on my eyes today. Usually I would do a video, but since this is a smaller quad, I figured that it would be okay if I just show it in this video. I will say this green is so pigmented. This duochrome shade has the most beautiful texture, and the orange shade is the shade I kind of have in my inner corner. So I used every single shade in this quad except the metallic green shadow. But here is a close-up. Hopefully you can see that beautiful duochrome, and it has that metallic formula that I love. It's super buttery, super opaque. You can see it on my eyes. It's just got the most beautiful sparkle. And so this palette was gifted to me from the brand, and I do have a code with her. It's KHMAKEUP, and you will save some money on her website. I know Dede does some sales, so keep an eye out too if you want to score this on sale. Maybe she has something coming up. I don't know, but if I had to guess, maybe there's something coming. Also, she did send me her neutral palette. I'm not going to show this yet because she hasn't shown it on her Instagram, but she is teasing this neutral palette. So she did send it to me, and she did mention that this launches on December 20th, and she's launching it before the holidays. So hopefully you can get it in time for the holidays if you're interested. I believe this is like her first neutral palette. Most of her previous palettes have been colorful palettes. So I'm very excited. I have taken a peek at the inside, and it's chef's kiss, so I'm totally gonna be playing with this. Yeah, get excited. This is her Neutral Wonder eyeshadow palette, and there's some cute little veggies all over the packaging. So it says, make the browns exciting. I love that. So those are the two new launches from Dede Signature that I have. Let me tell you what else is on my face really quick. So this is not new, but I just picked this up. This is the Pat McGrath Divine Blush Glow Trio in Galactic Sun, and I've been loving the Desert Orchid blush and the Gold Nectar highlighter in this palette. I really like her blush and highlighter palettes because I really like this packaging so much more than the plastic packaging. So that is my cheek products. My bronzer is the OFRA Samantha March bronzer, which I'm working on panning. And then for lip gloss, I'm wearing the Icy collab with Glamlight. This is the shade Cola. I had a Glamlight video go up on Wednesday, so if you haven't seen the Icy collection, highly recommend checking that out. And then I paired it with the lip liner called Hoopty from Colourpop, and these lip liners are so nice. They have sets that are available on their website. And then for foundation, I've been loving the Very Valentino Light Lasting Perfecting Foundation, and my shade is MA5. I think this is a really good color match. I like this foundation a lot. It's matte and dewy and long wearing. So it's like the perfect combo for wearing for YouTube videos, or if you like to wear your makeup for a long period of time. I feel like this is a really long lasting foundation, so I really like it and I wanted to recommend it to you guys. Okay, so more new releases. I got a package from Estate Cosmetics, and this is their Resort 21 eyeshadow palette. So it says, introducing Estate's take on holidays, a vibrant vacay-ready 10-pan palette that will stand out at your holiday parties. Resort is a highly pigmented, bold color story that inspires fun, ranging from vibrant mattes, rich neutrals, velvety shimmers, and multi-dimensional shimmers. This palette does it all, from poolside pop to beachside neutrals. This palette is holiday approved. So I'm really excited. I haven't even opened this. I wanted to save it for this video. And usually I feel like Estate does more neutral stuff, so it's really fun that they did something more colorful. So here's the packaging. It's got like a pastel vibe to it. I haven't even seen this myself, but here is the inside. I mean, I saw it on like Instagram, but I haven't opened this up in person. Very pretty. Oh my gosh, the shade Bartender. Let's swatch it. Let's see if it's pigmented. It's like a neon green. And the shade Swim Up looks really pretty as well. So kind of like a different color story for them for sure, because I feel like they do color, but it's usually a lot more subtle. So very excited to play with this. This is again the Resort palette from Estate Cosmetics. Okay, I want to get PR out of the way, so I'm sorry if this is annoying, but I just wanted to show you guys. Kaleidos sent me their Encyclopedia of Kaleidos Space Age highlighters. So this is awesome. They sent the gifted highlighter with this, and here's what the inside looks like. I believe this set is available for purchase on their website if you were interested, but it has all of their highlighters. And then this is the new highlighter. This is their multi-chrome in the shade Gifted. I've already worn this on my channel, and I did swatch it on my Instagram stories as well, but it's a very awesome kind of different highlighter. So it goes from like a pink to a green to, I think pink and green is what I see the most, but I will put the changing colors on the screen because I only see pink and green, but I'll have to look and see. It's super beautiful though. It's definitely different, so just know that it's not your typical like golden highlight, but very cool. And I really like their Prophecy highlight as well. I recently filmed a video of my if I could only keep 10 highlighters, and I did include Prophecy in that. So very excited that they launched something else. I can't wait to see what Kaleidos has in store for 2022. I'm really hoping for more fun eyeshadow palettes because I love their eyeshadow palettes. So thank you so much to Kaleidos for sending that over to me. And then this is the last thing I got in PR. This is the Sigma Luxe Brushes collection. 6 new innovative brushes designed with ultra soft synthetic fibers for a luxurious, high performance finish. The rounded brush heads offer a gentle application with any product formula. So I'm very excited. These are going to launch on December 21 at sigmabeauty.com. So we have the E28, which is a detailed buffer. We have an E24, which is a diffuse blend. E61 all-purpose buffer. F76 is a chiseled cheek. And then we have F44, which is a powder sculpt. And F28, which is a powder bronze. And you guys know how much I love Sigma brushes, so I'm so freaking excited to try out new brushes from them. I love a good bronzer brush, so this is what all the brushes look like. And oh my goodness, this is such a cool shape. So I'm very excited, very thankful to Sigma for sending those my way. Okay, so I feel like I talked about everything that I got sent to me, so now let's hop on over to Trend Mood and see what new makeup releases we need to chat about. So this palette kind of snuck up on me. This is a new palette from Colourpop. It's a new mega palette from them, and it's called the Gone Matte palette. So there's 30 different shades, all mattes, for $34, and they also launched 8 blotted lips. So I love the blotted lip formula. I haven't purchased any in a while, but there was a time I was obsessed with them. I think they're definitely more of like a summer formula for me because they have that like balmy texture, but they're very light application, so they look like effortless. But it's not something I'm interested in purchasing. And as far as the matte palette goes, I mean, I know this is somebody's like dream palette. It's an all matte palette, but for me, I have all these shades in my Viseart palettes, in other palettes that have lots and lots of neutral options. So this is not something I need, but I could totally see people picking this up for themselves or for a friend, or if you do like makeup art history as a profession, this might be a really nice affordable palette to check out. So that is the weekly Colourpop segment. Next we have a new launch from Benefit. So this is an addition to their Professional family. It's the Light Primer Water Based Pore Primer. And it basically says it's an ultra lightweight and breathable water-based face primer that blurs and refines the look of pores while ensuring a long-lasting, even makeup application with a special blend of powders. Fragrance-free formula, feels refreshing and cooling when applied, and it has a translucent, natural-looking finish for $32, or you can get a mini for $13. I never really got into the Professional primer. I feel like I have some pores, but not enough to kind of fill them in. So this one sounds more like up my alley. But honestly, if there's one makeup thing I don't use is primer. And so I've been trying to use up my Good Molecules primer just to use it up so I can get my primers out of my collection. But for some reason, I get by just by moisturizing and hydrating my skin with a moisturizer, like a daily moisturizer. I don't like to use primers on my skin. So it's not something I'm interested in, but I like that they're expanding the line, because if you have dry skin like me and you don't have very big pores that need filling, something like this might be something you might enjoy. Next, we have this very exciting reveal from Colored Rain. I think this is something I might consider picking up. So this is the new Botanical collection, and this includes 2 palettes for $16, 2 cream blushes, 2 mini matte liquid lipsticks, 2 classic satin lipsticks, 2 lip liners, and 1 lip gloss. So I haven't shopped from Colored Rain since Juicy Boost. Everybody remember that whole debacle? So I'm very excited to see that they're doing something new. I do believe that the palette packaging was designed by Doodles by the Bunny. So I think this is beautiful. I'm very excited. I like the colors. It looks like a bunch of neutrals with like a pop of green, which is totally fine with me. So, and they launch a Rebellious Nudes eyeshadow palette. I was very curious about this because, again, I feel like Colored Rain has been quiet for a while. So it's really fun to see them launching new makeup. And so, yeah, they do have this Rebellious Nudes eyeshadow palette. And I could see myself picking it up, but for now, I'm not going to. I don't want to place a separate order just to buy a neutral palette. And they also have a new Paint Basically eyeshadow base. So there's 2 shades, Desert Sand and Wheat, and those are $11 a piece. So I could totally see myself on December 20th placing an order, kind of picking up a few different things from them. I know they launched brushes, they've launched these cream blushes. I haven't heard anybody really talk about that stuff. So Colored Rain used to be one of my favorite brands. Like, if you go back about 5 years on my channel, I was obsessed with the Queen of Hearts palette. I remember my husband bought it for me for Christmas one year, and I've loved Colored Rain for so long. So I would love to go back and see what they're about this year. So yeah, let me know. Are you guys interested in any of those new launches from Colored Rain? Because I'm kind of interested. I'm thinking about it, that's for sure. Next, we have a new launch from Drunk Elephant. It's the I don't even know how to say this. It's an oil. It says it's a gentle dose of retinol, clarifies, refines, and smooths uneven blemish texture or aging skin. This reminds me of one of the Sunday Riley oils that was like so hyped. I think it was the one in the blue bottle. Anyway, I definitely don't see myself buying this, but if you're interested, I will link it down below if it's available, and it's $72, just so you guys know. Sephora is having a fragrance sale. So random. Just keep giving us 20% off coupons, okay? You don't need to make it fragrance specific, but they are having a fragrance sale. Basically, online or in store, you can get a full-size fragrance for 20% off, and it ends December 24th. I contemplated it, but I'm not really in the market for a fragrance. I did just get this new one from Replica. It's the When the Rain Stops fragrance. I believe it's new from them, and it smells like really hot man, like not super intense musky, but it's pretty good. It's definitely up my alley. So I did get that recently and it's in my purse because I want to keep trying it. But yeah, I don't really want to buy full-size fragrances because I have a bunch of fragrances I'm still trying to finish up. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Next, we have the Emily in Paris collab with Spectrum brushes. So I have a video coming up that I'm going to film where I'm going to roast collaborations with like IPs, so like all the Disney collabs and stuff like that. And I swear, Spectrum brushes is like the makeup revolution of the brush world. They collab with so many different IPs, and I'm so shocked that people haven't roasted them for it, because I went through Trend Mood and like Beauty News and I was looking at all the IP collaborations, and I saw so many Spectrum brush collections that have launched this year that are IP related, and this is just another one, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, what? And honestly, I don't know if people buy Spectrum brushes. Like, I've heard they're good. I have a brush set from them that I got when I worked with Look Fantastic, but it's like the basic one. That's like the pink with the ombre bristles. But I haven't ever bought any of their collaboration sets. I know they're absolutely beautiful, like some of the ones they've done with Disney and stuff, but they do a lot. I'm really surprised they don't get roasted for it more. Okay, next we have this Too Faced launch. So they have the Ethereal Eyeshadow and Pressed Pigment Palette for $39, the Too Femme Blush for $30, and then they have lipsticks, and then they have Better Than Sex Mascara, and then they also launched a Major Love mini eyeshadow palette with camouflage inspired shadows. So the Ethereal eyeshadow palette is so pretty, but I always fall for pastels and then I always regret purchasing them. So I will just admire it from afar. And the Major Love mini eyeshadow palette is so cute. It's very different from something I've seen Too Faced do, so it definitely piqued my interest. But I think by the time I saw it, it was sold out on Ulta, so I couldn't even get it if I wanted it. And once I looked at the swatches, it's really a bunch of neutrals with 2 green shades, and I can bet you I have all those shades in my collection, and I don't love the Too Faced formula enough to justify owning even more palettes from them. So I'm gonna pass, but I thought that was kind of fun. Next is a collection that I have already covered on my channel. I can't believe how fast this came, but Glamlight collabed with the brand Icy. Here's the cup that the lip glosses came in, and I'm actually wearing the lip gloss in the shade Cola, like I mentioned at the start of this video. So I did do a first impressions video. I swatched the glosses for you. I swatched both palettes. I did 2 different eye looks and gave you guys some comparisons. So I would highly recommend checking out Wednesday's video because I really liked the video myself. So highly recommend checking it out. I do have a code with Glamlight as well. It's KHMAKEUP. I know Glamlight has awesome sales, so definitely keep an eye out because I feel like, you know, the holidays is a great time to get some good deals on makeup, and I have no doubt that Glamlight will have a good sale too. But basically the collection consists of the lip set. We have the Blue Raspberry palette and the Cherry palette, and those retail for $25 and they're excellent. If you need a blue monochromatic or a red monochromatic palette, I would highly recommend those, but I had a lot of fun playing with them. I would suggest checking out the video. Next we have a launch from Jason Wu Beauty. I believe these are sold at Target. I'm not 100% sure, but these are very boring palettes to me. So there's a Night Rose and a Dusty Rose, and those are $25 a piece as well. I'm really interested in this new launch from Rare Beauty. So this is launching on December 25th, and they are launching some bronzer sticks and setting powders, all under $30. I feel like 2020 and 2021 was the year of cream products, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So I think there are some beautiful cream formulas here, and I'm very, very curious. I want to buy them, but I probably shouldn't because I do have a lot of bronzers. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Okay, next is something I'm so interested in. This is like a gift from the makeup gods to me, and it's the Pat McGrath collab with Bridgeton. So my friend Kat, who is like a major Pat McGrath stan, I swear she has everything Pat McGrath, and she's a major stan, so she sent me like the sneak peek saying something was coming. Then I saw people hinting that it was going to be a collaboration, so I was excited about that. And then they started sneak peeking. Then they said it was Bridgeton. I lost my freaking mind because I literally binge watched that show in like a day and a half when it came out. And now they showed the collection and I am like obsessed with it. I think it's beautiful. I know that people were saying like she's doing pinks again, and I guess the blushes are the same ones. Honestly, I don't care. I want this for collection purposes. I'm usually really good about restraining myself when it comes to Pat McGrath. Like, I will buy stuff on sale and things like that. But honestly, this is coming out 2 days before my birthday, and I feel like it's a sign. It's a sign, you know, Pat McGrath is like, Karen, here's a gift. You've had an exciting year. You know, you birthed a whole human. Here's a collection just for you, my dear. And so I'm so excited. This is launching on December 26th. And I kind of want it all. I'm really loving her new highlighters. Even this one from the palette. That palette I have is the lighter version because she did two for holiday. She did a dark version and a light version. And I thought the light version would be too light, but it actually works for me. Plus, I like the individual highlighters she did for holiday. So I'm very excited to play with those two highlighters and the blush palette. So I feel like I'm going to get everything. I'm not going to lie. Next, we have this Feeling Bubbly collection from Colourpop. I feel like I already talked about this, but I'm just going to mention it again. It is available now. It's definitely giving me like New Year's Eve vibes. I feel like Colourpop has done these tones over and over and over again, so it's not something I'm interested in, but I'm sure there's neutral lovers out there that are like freaking out. Next is something from Physicians Formula that I'm like low-key interested in. I would love to find this, or if one of you find it, if you could send it to me, I would be so pumped. This is the Butter Dream Team palette, and it's a new face palette including 6 pressed powders. So there's Murmur Butter Bronzer, Butter Blush, and Butter Highlighter, and then a Matte Butter Bronzer, Butter Believe It Blush, and a Butter Believe It face powder. I feel like for once Physicians Formula made a palette that was better for like tan skin and deep skin tones. We'll see though, maybe this picture is just totally taken with the saturation turned up, so it is very possible that it probably won't even work on my skin tone, but I would love to see this in person just to see if it'll work for me. Okay, next we have this collection from Makeup Revolution, and honestly, I'm kind of annoyed that Makeup Revolution decided that they too needed to do a Bridgeton collab. So there's a Makeup Revolution x Bridgeton collab coming, and there's an eyeshadow palette with 6 mattes and 12 shimmers. I guess it's available for like $15, but I don't know. I'm like, why did they need to take this and do this now? Like, they should have just let Pat McGrath have her moment. It's basically a neutral palette, and it's very sad looking. It looks like the millions of other Makeup Revolution palettes we've seen, so I'm not interested in it at all, and I really wish they had just not done it at the same time that Pat McGrath was doing a Bridgeton collection. Thank you very much. Next, I also wanted to touch on the Chanel Spring 2022 collection. This is gorgeous. Of course, I'm eyeing the 2 blushes, but I probably won't get them. I bought the Chanel highlighter. I have it somewhere from last year, and I really don't use it. I wasn't that impressed with it. I had my eye on one of the blushes that was also a similar like peachy shade, and I never ended up buying that because their makeup is so pricey. And I mean, I like to buy makeup, but when I'm spending the same amount that I would spend on a whole collection on one blush, it's a little bit tougher for me. So I'm not going to be getting it, but it's a beautiful collection. You guys will have to let me know if you've had your eye on it. Okay guys, I think that is everything for this new makeup release video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what makeup launch are you most excited for this week. You guys know I love chatting to you in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will be back with another video for Harrismas tomorrow, so keep an eye out, and I will see you soon. Bye guys!